Hey folks, it's Will, and today we are going to be tearing this apart and finding out how it works. This is one that I actually made, but I messed up, and I'll show you how I messed up when we tear it down. But for a quick overview, this is a polypropylene sheeting, golf club core, leggings, and grip tape. It often gets called a speed bat. It is one of my favorite weapon types, and yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so this is the weapon that we are going to be tearing down. From the outside, you wouldn't necessarily be able to tell the materials just by looking at it. Well, this might give it away a little. But the important parts of a foam weapon are all here. When you squeeze it, you cannot feel the core. Now, this is one I built, so I already know what's inside of it, but let's treat it like I don't. So, from the outside, we can see that the legging or the type that was used to make this, kind of bunched up here at the end, a light colored foam material, and we can, oh hey, that wouldn't pass anymore. Like you can, if you push, you can feel like, yeah, there you go. Like that's totally just peeled away. So this doesn't pass anymore. It didn't pass already, but that helps me with knowing what to do next with some design choices. So as we can see, we already see this, and this is not pool noodle. It's the you used to be able to get this stuff, you know, in 100 feet rolls at like the Container Store, but can't anymore. So now I have to get it through other avenues. I was really fortunate. I've got a friend that found something that does the job well enough, and he works for Fastenal. So if you ever want to find this stuff, just let me know and I can help you out. So the thing I love about the polypropylene sheeting is it rolls. Like you cut a length. Like this is a 2 foot length, so this is 24 inches of foam, and you tape it, and it's pretty straightforward. The where I failed is up here. Like there is a little roll of foam that's about an inch and a half maybe. Let's find out. Speaking from memory when we can speak from perception. Always cut away from you. And almost broke my own rule. Okay, and if we do it right, we can just roll all this off. Oh, wait, looks like I capped that correctly, so that's gonna... And down here, there's more compression used, so like this isn't going anywhere. So we're gonna have to cut it. Cut's pretty easy. Okay, now we unroll it, because as we unroll, we discover that there's our golf club core. And if you can see, this was originally, I don't know, 1.5 inches. And it extended past this foam, which is a no-no, because it was compressed so heavily that, I mean, it wouldn't be like getting, if you got stabbed with this, it wouldn't be like getting stabbed with a piece of graphite, but it'd be kind of ouchy. So that's why this is being torn down to be rebuilt. And also, since I just checked and that I can feel the handle here, I can feel the core of the handle, so that means this doesn't pass anymore. Cool part about rebuilds with these is that's what it takes to get back to the start. A little bit of tape. It's being difficult. Okay, so this stuff is great. This is polypropylene sheeting. It is really thin. The ideal version of this is flat. It doesn't have the waves in it, but this will still last. Like this, the bat itself was fine. It was the tip that was messed up that caused it to fail. Like it's no good, no good. But this got compression taped on, so it was like really tight, kind of just leaning into it while we were moving that around. And this straining, yeah, it doesn't move. So if you don't like the idea of having to dap stuff on, like like heavy contact cement and fumes, this is a great way to avoid all of that. So I'm gonna tear this apart and see what's wrong down here. And looks like, okay. So originally it was designed like this, but this didn't get sealed. So it was allowed to basically compress all the way down to the handle. And that means if you got, if you bumped into that a little hard, it would be like bumping into the golf club that lives inside this thing, not the foam. Like the foam, this is still fine. I can't, yeah, that'll take the impact. But cool part about this construction style is all you have to do is cut another sheet and then make sure that there's a smaller slug or horse pill that you put here, and then you tape that up. So yeah, this is one of my preferred design styles for a boffer weapon, just because if you have the materials, it's pretty easy to put them together. Now, oh, and also fairly affordable too. If you're okay spending that first bit of money. So it's back, you used to be able to get rolls of these for like 100-foot rolls, which would allow you to make quite a few weapons. I'll do the math in my head and put it on the screen, I guess. But it got cheap if you were outfitting like a bunch of folks. But pool noodle boffers are real affordable as well. So yeah, thanks so much for taking a look at this. And yeah, we're gonna, while we're at it, yeah, that's hardcore. Yeah, that, and mostly it's the tape. Like there's a lot of tape there. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll tear something apart later.